All right, so today I think it's very important topic for seller, especially for new or existing seller. You know, this is something you can consider instead of using your own logistic partner. This is what Amazon have, like the title says, a partner carrier program. So for seller who are not yet, ready to start, all right, it's a good session for you to know, what are the options available for you, so you don't have to worry, whether or not you have the contacts or people to help you to send your inventory to the Amazon fulfillment center. All right, so important notice. You can take a quick read on this. Okay, next. Now, these are some administrative stuff. Just to let you know, our recording will be available in our official YouTube playlist. You can find the playlist link in the follow-up emails or on the chat. You can see I put a page over there, Seller Education dedicated resource page, where you can find the links to the playlist as well. Now, however, the Q&A section will typically reserve, exclusively for our live attendees, so that it's fair for attendees who actually stayed throughout with us. All right, and then you have any question on your typically right-hand side, you should see a question box there. You can put it down there. Our team here will monitor the questions box, and then we will let you know. All right, at the end of it, we also read out just in case for those who cannot see the question. So last but not least, right, the information that we are sharing today is as accurate as of today. Now, I will always suggest you to go back to the Seller Central Help or Seller University for the most updated information if you were to watch the recording, maybe like a few months down the road. All right, a quick short introduction of the team I'm in. So it's called the Seller Education team. It's pretty new. We started last year. And then the team actually provide free education and training through a variety of learning programs. Right, something you're all more familiar with is Seller University. So you get access to these in your Seller Central account under the navigation Learn tab. All right, so Seller University provide like short videos, short PDF guides on the Seller Central and help to keep track of learning progress for you. So another one that you're attending right now, which is the Amazon Live webinar. So you get to attend it in real time, and you get to ask your question in real time as well, and we will definitely address it before we end the webinar. So this will be a good time for you to interact with the speakers like myself or our special guests in real time. So this is the agenda for today. We'll talk about what is the Amazon Cross-Border Partner Carrier Program is about. The benefits, all right, and the cost, and also what are the steps you need to use this. All right, you see there's a lot of SEND. I will actually tell you later what does SEND means. So as a start, I think it's very important for all of us to know where does this carrier program thing sit in, right? So I believe most of you may have heard of this supply chain by Amazon, or it's actually on the website. If you do a search, you can easily find this page. So I hope this gives you an idea of where is it. Now, let me find the pen. All right, so you can see supply chain by Amazon has a few, I would say like few logistic process. First of all, like the freight and logistic, all right, and then the distribution and replenishment, and then fulfillment center over here, and then last but not least, your inventory or your product reaches the customer. Right, so one of these things that, or rather the topic I'm sharing with you is this part, all right, the first mile delivery portion. All right, so your supplier, right, typically I think it's from China. You can use this to actually make use of this partner carrier program, and then send your products either to the fulfillment center, FBA, using FBA, and then to help you pick, pack, and ship your product to your customers. All right. So another option which is also available for you is AGL, but that's for another topic for another day. So today we'll focus on the Amazon Partner Carrier Program. Okay, so what exactly is SEND? Right, SEND actually means Seller Export and Delivery. Right, so it's like the title says, a cross-border shipping partner program. Right, so you can probably read through here. Now, instead of using your own like logistic partner, to send it over to the fulfillment center, you can actually use this program. So assuming your goods come from, or your factory is from China, right, it will help you using this send program to send your inventory from China to the fulfillment center in the, for example, you're selling into the US store using this option. All right, so helping you, or rather providing seller like you yourself a one-stop FBA first mile inbounding service. Right, so these are the countries that's currently available for the different respective stores. Okay, so to give you an idea how it works, we have this step-by-step guide. Right, so the very first step, you start here. By going in, you will start to create your shipment. It's actually the same send to Amazon workflow that you are most of it used to if you are already using that to ship to the FBA fulfillment center. Right, so you go in and create a send shipment. Right, I'll show you a few screenshots later. All right. So what happened is that after that, you will, as a seller, prepare the shipment. All right, and then the partner carrier will receive the shipment. Right, so the address will be provided inside as well on where you have to get the so-called the partner carrier. All right, to receive it. All right, step 3 will be more on the export declaration. All right, so don't worry, in the guide they will also show you at which part you need to prepare certain documents for the custom declaration, right? And then the partner carrier will actually ship it to transit to the destination. So at the destination as well, the partner carrier will actually handle the custom clearance for you, and then finally you will reach the warehouse. All right. So the warehouse will be the FBA fulfillment center that you are going to send into. Well, there's a lot of benefits, but just to highlight the 5 core benefits by utilizing this program, right? So you get a very consistent agreement, right? The service is provided by partner carrier selected by Amazon. So there's a promise of like at least 95% fulfillment rate, right? So this is in a way, like we say, it's very consistent given it's a partner carrier program Amazon, right? So there's also discounts. You can reduce your first mile logistic cost by about 5 to 20%, right? Given that the lower prices negotiated by Amazon compared to other provider that we see. Or the third one is regarding efficient operation, right? Because it is something that's integrated into Seller Central, right? So you can see that the costs and services, etc., will be better in terms of the cost due to the integration. And then also because of that, it is very transparent and trackable, everything in Seller Central, right? In from the shipping creation, labeling to tracking, everything can be seen in the Seller Central. So you have actually more control in that sense. All right. So last but not least is there's a priority and fixed cost warehousing. Okay. All right, so a quick comparison between the Amazon Send, the cross-border shipping partner program, versus a non-integrated carrier, which means it could be your current logistic partner that you work with. All right. So similarly, as mentioned, it's convenient, right? Because it's actually integrated. You can make payment, etc., everything in the Seller Central. Right now, compared to if you are using your own, you might need to spend more time if you do not have like your dedicated person to help you with that. You might need to spend your own time to do all these separate payment or tracking, update the tracking ID, etc. in the Seller Central. Right, and of course, like what I mentioned earlier on, the cost, etc., is better in terms of what you get if you were to use your own logistic partner. And then of course, because it's something that is selected by Amazon, those carrier, they also use compliant channel, right, and make sure that the custom clearance will not have any issue for you, right, which actually lower a lot of your risk, compared to some carrier that you may not know, or they may actually under report certain custom declarations to reduce certain costs which you may not be aware of. All right. And last but not least, it's definitely dependable because of how Amazon select all these provider, right? And then there will definitely be enough shipping capacity. And then again, the 95% what we call the fulfillment rate that's actually agreed. So these are the benefits that you can see compared to the non-integrated carrier. All right, these are just some of the reference price that you might see. So in the workflow, the send to Amazon workflow, you can actually see the estimated price as well. So this is just for your reference over here. Okay, I'm going to show you how the screenshot typically looks like in the Seller Central. Okay, so you can go to the inventory tab and under shipment, right? So this flow is the same as per if you are sending using your own logistic provider as well. And then when you go to, let me just zoom in, right? This is the step one. If you don't know where to find Seller Central, this is where you can find it. And then after that, step two, you click on the drop down at the shipment, go to send to Amazon. Okay, right, step three, right, typically on the first step, you will need to key in or rather select the inventory that you want to send in, right? Now, assuming you already created your listing, everything, you should be able to see that step one. So in step two, right, you should see this send appear. If you have done it correctly, right, the send option will appear, Amazon partner carrier, right? Remember to select that. All right, and then the rest of it, you just follow through the instruction given in the send to Amazon workflow, which is the next step, right? You will have to print the shipping label, right? Just follow through what the workflow is given to you, like step three, print the box label, right? Put it into the boxes that you're going to send in, right? These are just the sample for you, right? So there are some guide you want to make sure you follow as well that will appear on every of the steps. Okay, when all that is done correctly, right? Once the process is done, you should be able to see the different step when the shipment is created. Right, this is the part where once it's in transit, you put in the right, or rather they send the right label, everything is done, and when they are being scanned, you can see the tracking details, right? So until it reaches the end of the destination, you can actually see everything over here. All right, so last but not least, you can also review the invoices and the payment report, right? Just that you can see how much it actually costs. You know, at the end of the day, you can go to the transaction view, right? Under the payments tab or payment option, you can actually download the report, right? To look at the cost, etc. Right? You can see, so now you typically just need to go and view the flow, everything from Seller Central, without having to have a separate workflow. You're going to communicate separately on email with your third-party logistic option, etc. Okay, some FAQ that we commonly hear from our seller is the first one: can the same account use Amazon Global Logistics and send at the same time? So the answer is yes. Right, so these two programs actually complements each other. AGL and SEN are cross-border logistics services provided by Amazon Global Logistics and third-party logistic companies selected by Amazon. Right, so the recommendation we have is that using SEN for small to medium parcel, right, and then for the bigger ones, then you can make use of AGL to ship it in. And also the third one, or rather the second one, is which country have SEN. It's currently available in the following store, like US, UK, etc. So if you are selling in this store, it will be available for you in the same send to Amazon workflow. Okay, I hope that's clear so far. If you have any question, let us know in the question box. All right, just to kind of end it and tie it back right now that you've seen what are the options available for your first mile delivery, like the Amazon Partner Carrier Program Send. Right, so there's something new as well. If you missed out my earlier webinar regarding the AWD, you can scan this QR code to the YouTube video directly. All right, so Amazon Warehousing and Distribution, AWD, is another option for a seller like yourself. You can also use it to store your bulk inventory there, and then you will have automatic replenishment feature to ship it to the FBA warehouse for you. All right, something you can consider. Okay. All right, before we end and also before we go into the question, I just want to share some additional resources for you. All right, so whatever I shared today, you can also find it in this, what they call the PDF documents using this link. All right, so it has a more detailed guide for you if you want to go through on your own or offline, read it up. Or this is something you can do a scan and then download it. Right, so don't worry if you missed this, you can go back to the recording and pause it. Or I have a few more good resources. Right, so I saw a few questions that was put in during registration regarding where to start, etc. So this is also to share. There's a lot of the resources available. If you are really new or you want to start, you can actually go to this link as well to find what are the official channel and resources we have across our website, Seller University. All right, last but not least is I also saw some question regarding how to start. And then there are some guide if you have not registered right now, given that you know that we have this SAM program to help you ship your inventory. All right, you may have more confidence in starting your account. So you can actually try to follow the guide, or you can watch one of the past recording where our sales operation manager Ivan go through what are the steps to set up an account, a professional selling account to start selling. Right, so if you are already have an account already but not sure where you want to start, or you might want to read the Perfect Jumpstart and Launch Playbook. So this guy will tell you in the first 90 days what you should do to actually get kickstarted on your selling journey on Amazon. Ta-da! Okay, so now I actually saw a lot of you mention in the sign up that you are interested but you may not have the account yet. So if you still don't have the account, I think it's a good time to register and also to continue your registration. All right, so this is the promotions that we have ongoing until end of the September this year. All right, so for $1 USD, you get access to a whole of like 6 months of professional selling plan. Right, so what is good about that is you can actually use the professional selling plan to find your product niche using the product opportunity explorer. Right, there's a lot of the Amazon data for you to deep dive into what kind of product works, or to evaluate your idea whether it makes sense to sell at certain Amazon stores, right, etc. And then there are also the new seller incentives for 2024 as well for you if you are having the professional selling plan. So there's a lot more info on our website, so do check it out. All right, we'll still be here to take any more questions. If you have more question or long question, you might want to press enter now so that we know you have something. All right, I don't see any more questions. Let me just double check. Okay, so I guess we're all good already. So that's all. Maybe I don't know if I want to ask the same thing I used to ask. Do you have any advice or some last word for our seller today, Abdallah or Lily?
Not really. It's just I'll summarize briefly like why we're having this send program, because we've heard many sellers sharing their pain points about finding logistics providers with competitive rates. So we believe at Amazon we were able to do that, and we're starting with China origin to US, and then we might be expanding further. So we would like to hear more feedback from the sellers so we can improve our services. Maybe over to Lily.
Yeah, Yeah, we launched the same program is more to provide a one-stop shop solution, a logistics solution for sellers. So today we are mainly talking about China to US, and the lane is expansion also to UK and other lanes. And for shipment going to UK, there are some other benefits like FC locking. So then shipment can go to the designate FC, and also some other benefit of the price and integrated end-to-end solution with visibility. Hopefully, the logistics service can support our seller to expand your business worldwide.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Abdallah, and thank you, Lily, for sharing your time with us, and thank you everyone who stayed with us to the end. So at the end of this webinar, you will get a pop-up to the survey. So if you have any questions, you can still ask us in the post-webinar survey, or you can send to the email I just shared in the chat box as well, or if you have any question. All right. So if not, I will see you all in the next Amazon Live webinar. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.